this is Helly from twinflames, and first, welcome to my channel. You're welcome to subscribe and like this video. And I want to share with you today a few movies and one great series I've seen lately that discuss in relationship about twin flames. It's quite hard to explain to people who didn't met their twin how it feels like, how this relationship feels like when you're feeling connected to someone and in a soul level. And I'm not talking about soulmates. I mean, it's quite close, but with your twin flame, it's like you met your other half, and sorry, it's making me a little bit sensitive. It's like you met your other half and you don't want to let go of them. It's like you've been walking half all of your life and then you meet them and then you're full. And if you're following some videos about twin flames, you probably know already that twin flames usually come from different places. We meet our twin flame for a short period of time, maybe for a glimpse, maybe for special certain period, and then you get separated again, and both of you, the meeting with your twin flame triggers your soul to grow and to have some process that you need to do and some lessons that you need to let go and teach you how to love yourself. And I can tell that when I met my twin flame, just left me overwhelmed in a way that made me just search the internet and to find things about these twin flame things and twin flame connections, and trying to understand it to know how can I solve this conflict, because we met very, I don't know, like it felt like destiny, this meeting we had, and many things needed to happen in order for us to meet each other. And when we met, been amazing, and then it was not when we got separated again. And I already met him 4 times. Really hope the 5th will be soon. But I want to show you, if you want to understand, I know, or if you're in a romantic mood or in missing mood, it can help you really feel better. About few movies and one great series that I've been watching lately that really made me feel like this person who wrote the script, he had twin flame connection, because otherwise you can't describe it any better than these movies. The first one is the series Outlander. It's about love between times, about 2 people who find each other, with a woman who can travel through time to Scotland of 200 years ago, of 1745, I think, and she meets there the man that will turn out to be her husband and her love, and she's like trying to get back to her time and she can't, and then they're meeting and there's very special connection from the very first second, and they fall in love and they get married and live their life for a few years, and then she's coming back to the current time because she thinks he's dead. And I'll tell you the short, but it's been 3 seasons, amazing show that you really have to see. And then they meet again after 20 years, and it's like, I don't know, like nothing, like there hasn't been 20 years, and all the things, the feelings of them that they have for each other are still strong and still there. And I know it's really reminded me of the relationship that I had with my twin flame. Like every time they meet each other and they losing and finding each other, and this is it. This is the twin flames connection. That's what everyone are talking about, and they're showing it very beautifully with interesting story that's been told over there through this story, for this series. So Outlander, you really gotta see it, see everything, all the seasons. You can watch it online, and it's really good one. And now let's go to movies. Um, First one is definitely Serendipity. If you've seen this movie, it's I think from 2008 or something like that, but it talks about two people who meet each other for one magical night, and there's a big click between them, and the woman, she's a big believer in fate, and she told him like, if we need to meet, we will meet again, or and she's playing with him in some game on elevators or something, and they're meeting again each other at the same night, and she wants to check destiny if it's right and if it's meant to be, and she's checking it, and then they don't meet again, and then years go by, and a few days before he's getting married, they meet again, and she's already engaged, and it's like both of them, the story tells of how both of them feel each other at the same time, and like the universe is sending them messages that it's the right thing to do, and that they need to be with each other, and at the last minute, and it's very, very, very beautiful romantic movie, but it talks about the magic in the relationships of twin flames. That's how I see it. So you should really see it if you haven't seen it yet. And John Cusack, and I remember her name, I will call it later. I'll put some links down below later. So watch it, Serendipity. Another movie is A Lot Like Love. It's also about two people who meeting at the youth, and they're during a trip to Europe, and they have a thing going on between them, and it's like very intense, and then she's saying, no, I'm not gonna be with you, and he's giving her his phone number. A few years later, it's like she's remembering him, and they meet again, and it's very magical and amazing. And then they're getting separated again, but each of them keeps on thinking about the other, and then both of them finish relationship, and then they meet again, and you just see all the connection, all the chemistry between the people, between the partners, between the relationship, that something you just say it's the universe interferes, and it can't happen without some help from above. And I know I think that when I was small, when I was a kid, I always thought that there's someone special waiting for me, and I know that's when I'm gonna meet him. It's gonna be that both of our eyes will look at each other, and this is it. And that's exactly what happened to me with my twin flame, and exactly what you can see on these movies. So watch them. Another nice, very cute movie is Love, Rosie. It also tells about two people who grew together, and they spend their first years together, and then they get separated, and life just keep on make them bump into each other from time to time until they end up together. And very nice one. And of course, The Notebook, about two people who grew apart, and they met each other. She wasn't sure if she's gonna be with him. They've been together for a short while, and then they got separated, and each one went on with his life, and they never stopped loving each other or think about each other. And they meet when it's almost too late, when she starts being schizophrenic. And it's like, guys, life is so short. Live the moment, be with your partners. So The Notebook, if you haven't seen it, And if you're a man, don't watch it with your girl because you're gonna cry and a lot all this movie. And if you have a twin flame, I can assure you that once seeing these movies, you're gonna cry. Okay, and just talking about it and thinking of it and regarding to my twin flame, it's like I'm getting too sensitive. You can see it in my voice, and but I think that whoever met his twin flame, beside the fact that we have a lot of agony and a lot of sorrows from time to time, we're very lucky because think about it that people live a whole life and not feeling these feelings. I mean, it's not like regular love story, and I've been in love many times. Okay, I've been dating a lot and had many relationships, but even after meeting him, it was almost 8 months ago for the first time, and I was in love, but not as in love as I was with him, and not as much as I love him. It's unconditional love, and it's like even now when I know that he's involved with someone else, I'm not worried because I know he loves me. I know that from the way that he was looking at me and holding me and touching me and fucking go out to a different country in order to meet me, I know that he loves me, and I'm quite hyperactive if you haven't noticed yet. And with him I can be really relaxed. It's like I can't sit and do nothing for hours. With him I can. It's like something about him brings peace to my soul. And it's really, really nice, having this relationship with someone that you know that you've been waiting all of your life to feel this way, and you're feeling it. And right now I miss him, but I know we're gonna meet. It's like I have no doubt about it. And watching these movies is like confirmation for me that more people can feel this love, this special love. It's not regular relationship. And you can see during these movies that these people had regular relationships, and they they were trying to move on with their life, but something inside of them stayed empty all these years. And you can see it especially in Outlander. She, when the woman came back to her previous husband after being married to the guy from 200 years ago, so she was like, she was saying I was half person and I couldn't live. She was just living in her life, and then there was an opportunity to see him again, and she was like getting alive again and giving everything up just to go and be with him. It's like classic relationship of twin flames, like leave everything out and go be with your lover and go to different country and different time in this movie. And it's been really, really beautiful. And it's like, I know, it made me feel that this relationship with my man might be possible maybe in a few months, and I can feel that right now he needs to take it. But it's like when you really love someone, you don't care where or when you are, you just complete each other and you feel whole and alive, and you don't need anything else. So that's the great bliss that I think that you have in twin flame relationships. Anyway, I'll be glad to hear what you think about this movie and about the movies I mentioned. And I'll be glad to have your like, and you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. I was Helen, this twin flame duck. So have Merry Christmas for you. Bye bye.